the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial Ballistix.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, and our apparel partners are none other than 656. We are back once again. We're jumping straight into the fray, so let's head on over towards the side of today's match fixtures. It's going to be your boy Aggressor, joined by none other than my bouncing baby boy Quaint, and of course, the one and only Universe. They're going to be on both of my sides today, joining me on the analyst desk because in a way, today's matchups were absolutely incredible. Match number 1, sadly, I was not able to break it down on the analyst as we need to end things off quickly. Trippers versus M42 was insane. Trippers, they just popped the hell off. And now it's another high-octane, intense game as well here, Wayne, because it's going to be Seoul going up against Team Exploit. Do you understand? Team Exploit, a team that came out of the qualifiers with a bang. They absolutely demolished all of their opposition, with Shooter being the one at the very top, getting over 300 plus kills throughout the qualifier. That's just incredible in my eyes.
Exactly, and honestly, I'm so pumped for this. I mean, I've had a tiring day, but this match is exactly what is keeping me going on. It's Seoul versus Team Exploit. Okay, now we all know who Seoul are. We know the amount of impact they've had in the esports industry in multiple games. And then there comes this random Team Exploit. Now that we've opened up our boundaries to a few other countries, now we have an amazing team from Pakistan called Exploit. And honestly, I'm going to take your word up for it. Shooter, I'm really waiting to see what he's going to be putting up on the field because you've spoken so highly of him, and I've heard so much about how he's just popping off on the server. And honestly, I want to see how these two amazing teams are waiting to go up against each other, man.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one for sure, especially with them being on a group that, yeah, we are pretty much done in the group of death for reasons. And hey, talking about the groups, let's head on down over towards the group standings and see exactly what the teams are going to be looking like and exactly what's going to be happening on this group in particular. And Universe, man, we watched the first initial game today of True Rippers going up against M42. A banger of a game. And now we're having another banger already. Seoul versus Exploit is a game that I've been waiting for a really long time, especially with the new roster that Seoul has picked up. When you consider them as a team, I do believe they can go for great heights as well. We're going to be talking a lot more of the roster soon. But before we do talk about that, I want your thoughts on the groups here, especially with the standings now slowly but surely shaping up.
I mean, it's just going to take another few matches for us to really understand, how this group standings is going to come to place. We've already seen, God Particles, a new team that's been formed, come into play. They were beaten by VALOR. Unfortunately, they had a really good first map, and then 2 maps after they, gave up. But still, shows their potential. M42, new footing, new steps, not good enough against True Rippers, especially when they played on Fracture. It was just, a hailstorm that rained down upon them. But yeah, considering the two teams that are going to be playing right now, Team Exploit, which we've seen and heard as one of the best teams from this region. They have beaten Velocity before. They've beaten Global before. I don't quite remember, but they are pretty much around the same lines as them. They are, a tier 1 in Pakistan, and they've been pretty great, to be honest. And now facing off against Seoul, it's going to be a whole other story, because this is a team that's gone through transitions. They existed with the Valorant lineup before, then it kind of, ducked out. There came T69, and, Binks and his team were leading that lineup. And then there comes Badman, there comes Rexy, a lot of different players, and Soul just becomes a whole new goddamn like super team.
Yeah, they're gonna be the literal animals here, or possibly it could get taken down as well. Because what happens when you do pick up a new roster? What happens when new players that have already played together for a really long time? Yes, but now that they're in a competitive environment, now that they're working together as a cohesive unit, will they be actually be able to pull it off? That's gonna be the real question. And speaking of the side of Seoul, let's head on down over onto their team spotlight, ladies and gentlemen, and see exactly what they're gonna have cooking up for us, and who's gonna be the one to step down over on towards the server. And Quinn, I'm gonna be passing over the microphone to you, because this roster, we have seen so much coming out from them. And now that Badman and Ezzy, Badman being an insane IGL, and Ezzy being one of the best controller players that we know, I think that Seoul is shaping up to be an extreme super team.
Honestly, yeah. The three main characters that I want to talk about right now is Badman, Ezzy, and Binks. Now, Badman, like you said, one of the best IGLs that we've gotten, one of the best IGLs that the country has ever produced. He's just so good on his feet, and he's so good and commanding with what he does that the entire team, when you have a really good IGL, the entire team just comes together and they just get glued together, and you don't really have to put any thought at all into where you're going to position yourself, because Badman is carrying all those tasks. And then you have Ezzy, the likes of Ezzy, who just comes in and just has a fragathon. And he, on the other hand, he's also there pulling off his 200 IQ plays. And then we have Binks. We all know and love Binks, and we all love the content that he puts out too. I'm pretty sure that we've all seen at least a few videos of Binks, at least, I'm saying over here. And the best part is that fun spirit of his never goes away. Even in tournaments, he goes in. Although he's performing super well, he never misses an opportunity to entertain his viewers. And that is what makes the entire match interesting. And the fact that this entire group has come together under the name of Seoul, honestly, great things are to come, Aggressive.
Yeah, Seoul as a squad, I can see them going to pretty much everything here. They can do what a lot of the other teams cannot, especially with this roster, especially with the track record that they have as well. And hey, as you're sitting on the can of Red Bull, ladies and gentlemen, back at home, you got to sip on your own can as well. Make sure to scan that QR code. That's going to show up soon enough. Don't really worry about it. Scan that can of Red Bull. Get yourself energized and pepped up and ready, because I'm expecting this to go down to 3 maps. There's no way that this should not be going on down to 3 maps, but I think that TEAMXO, hey, they're going to have something to say about it. So let's head on down over onto their team spotlight and see exactly what they're going to have cooking up for us. And in a way, man, Universe, this team, I have heard so much about this squad. But at the same time, HSB, I've heard a lot more about this man as well, and his looks. And if he has the killer looks with Shooter on his side as well, I think that the side of Exploit could just be sending S8UL packing if they're not careful.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, this team clearly has a lot more than what it seems on the face, because Exploit have, they were among the top, 4 teams that did make it on, in the VCC. And they probably give everybody a shock with the way that, they were playing. They had so much control. The way that, I've seen King play. He's such a great, he plays aggressively when needed. He's strategically defensive when needed. A great player that I honestly love to watch. King is one of the best players for me on this team, apart from what I believe Shooter to be. Shooter as well, like you said, he is a standing ground for this team, like a pillar that they can rely upon when it comes to even 1v2 clutches, 1v3, whatever it is. He's pretty great at it. This team as a whole has got a lot of potential to, compete with the best. And they can show it over here in the TC Gauntlet. I'm really glad that, we expanded our ways to let more teams come in and show their skill. And that's exactly why we have a group of death as such, where every single team looks like they could potentially win out this entire tournament. And Team Exploit is no stranger to that fact.
Yeah, Exploit as a squad, they are going to be the ones that we are really looking out for. They're the new kids around the block, in the sense that they have not really played a lot in the Indian Valorant scene. Now that they're now finally taking that first step forward, will they be able to take down a juggernaut such as Seoul is the real question, because Seoul as a squad, we know for a fact what they're going to be capable of. These players have been playing Valorant on this scene for such a long time. They have the experience. and they have the track record to showcase what they can really do. But for the side of Exploit, we don't really know much about them. They're that dark horse. They're the ones we're really looking to try and see if they can take that first big step and take down a couple of the juggernauts that we have in our region. This is the first thing that they really do need to do. But hey, every good battle needs a proper battleground. So let's head on down over towards the map view screen and see exactly where we're going to be headed and what the teams have picked up for us. Because in my eyes, I feel as though the first initial map is what will set the momentum and the pace of this entire matchup. And that being Bind, Quaint. This is one of the best maps for S8UL, if I remember correctly, from their team T69 days.
Exactly. And on top of that, it's been
having this.
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of goes to show, right? I feel like whichever team tends to pick the map of Bind, they're always going to be super aggressive. Now, that may be a good thing or a bad thing because it honestly it just leaves it up to time to tell how good they're going to be with that aggression. Now, considering how much you've told me about Shooter and the entire team of Exploit in itself, I feel like they're going to be amazing at that aggression. And honestly, Seoul, on the other hand, they're not backing away. They don't shy away from a good fight either. They are known for their aggression as well. And yeah, you're right. From their team T69 days, we've seen how aggressive they can get. We've seen how much fun they can have on the field. And these two teams going up against each other on the map of Bind is going to be an entire treat. And that is just to get things started off. The second map is going to be the map of Ascent. Yes, you can say that it's one of the most commonly used maps in the game, but that also puts a fun factor into that map again, doesn't it? Because when you put two amazing teams onto a really well-known map, you get to see these little nooks and crannies of strategies that you've never seen before. Or even if it's not strategies, you can see insanely nutty aim. Because you have both sides, right? You have like a small opening for B side, you have a little bit of a bigger opening for A side, and it all depends upon how you want to strategize to go into that. But you always have this one heroic play coming down that wide midsection, just like an entire aim duel between two players going off every time. And considering the two teams, I feel like that midsection is going to be occupied a lot because they're going to be taking a lot of gunfights. So even the second map is going to be super exciting. And for this decider, which we both, I'm actually not even both, all three of us agree on, we feel like it's going to be going into that decider. It's going to be going to split. That being that small of a map means that there are going to be very high octane, very intense, super fast rushes, or even if it's not that, it's going to be tactically played out around those vent areas. We're going to be seeing a lot of mid control. We're going to be seeing a lot of, decided executes coming out onto B. And who is going to be coming out with a better strategies is honestly up to time to tell. So these two teams, yeah, they've set up the bar really, really high, but we have no information about Team Exploit. The only thing that I have is about how highly is spoken of Exploit, and then we have the name Seoul. We've seen them play under the name of Team T69, but how they're going to be playing under the name of Seoul is going to, be a little bit of a curious situation, but I'm really excited for this, man.
I'm just waiting to get into this match already. Sadly, I'm not going to be the one who's casting this. It's going to be you two. You two are the lucky ones here. I'm stuck here on the analyst desk, but I'm going to breaking it all down and taking it all out piece by piece when I do come back later on and check it all out with you guys. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be sending these two down over to the caster desk. I'm really excited. I know for a fact that you back at home are really excited as well. So I'm going to be throwing these two down over there. And hey, the stage of India versus Pakistan has been set already. Let's see who's going to be the one to take the trophy here. And we're going to be back with you real shortly with the LG Ultragear TC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, and our apparel partners are none other than 656. We're going to be back with you real shortly after a short word from our sponsors.
From the legends of memory and storage, Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products, precision engineered for speed and stability. Crucial Ballistix.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial and apparel partner 656. We've had a pretty great day today, and I would say that the first match was, you know, an example of how great it is, at least for True Rippers, if not for M42. It was a baller of a match in the first half, and we just got a second one, which is probably just as good. It is S8UL versus Team Exploit, and it is going to be an absolute crazy game. Two of the biggest teams around the region are going head-to-head against each other, and they are going to be going for the glory for their country. There's going to be a lot of matches like these coming up, so make sure you hit that like notification bell as well to make sure that every time we go ahead with matches like these, you get the notification for it, and you can watch these in full action. Now, Quain, I just want to ask you one simple question, my friend. What do you think is going to happen?
That is a really, really difficult question because I personally don't have enough information about either team. Yes, I've seen Team S8UL play under the tag of Team T69, or at least a few players have. But there are still a few players who are amiss. There are still a few players who are here and there. So this new roster, I'm not really sure how good they're going to be, but I'm having high hopes for them. And then on top of that, the amount of I've heard about Team Exploit is just mind-boggling. So two behemoths going up against each other is going to be a really entertaining match, and honestly, I'm just going to be leaving it up to that universe for right now. I'm just going to be leaving it up to the entertainment because we're going to be seeing a lot of flashy plays. But who is going to be winning it out, though? I cannot tell as of yet, but let's just see.
Yeah, that is something I have to agree with you for. Exploit have picked Bind, and that is something that I'm pretty sure Binks will be particularly happy about.
Yep.
And yeah, we're gonna have to hold on to our seats. Everybody get your seatbelts on. Wherever you're watching this from, India or Pakistan, this is gonna be a hell of a match. It's all about the big guns. It's all about the big ones. It's all about who is gonna be coming out on top and is representing the best of not just themselves, but also their country. Exploit have shown to be among the top dogs in the region. They have been at the same levels of the likes of Velocity and Global. Now they're going up against S8UL, a brand new team. By the way, you know, even if they do have a bad day today, I honestly wouldn't keep it against them because it's a new roster. They've not been together for that long. They've not had that much of a, you know, transition period that has allowed them to, you know, stick together and play better than they would have wanted to. Because when you've got a roster shift as such, where you know there's 3 players, 4 players coming and going into the roster newly, you always gonna take a little bit of time to adjust, right? So it's okay, even if S8UL don't really pick up the pace as they would want to. But I think that this might just go to a third map given their individual stature. But hey, that's all for speculation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hop right into the game. We've got the agent selection coming up, and just as you would expect, Binks and Strix going in for their usual combo of duelists. They are the deadly duo for a reason. They're gonna be showcasing that here on Bind. It's going to be Godvexy with the Sova. The previous ENIGMA player, along with Batman, has made his way into the S8UL roster. Whereas on the other side, we've got Soulmate with the Viper. Darky with the Astra. He is playing instead of Pokemon. We've got Shooter with the Jet. We all know how crazy that man is. HSB flirted with the Breach for a while and then went onto the Sky. And King probably going to lock in that Sentinel. And this is going to be... Okay, he's going for Sage. No Sentinel. On either side, this could be a little interesting.
Yo, honestly, Universe, Godvexy has gone in for a Sky, not a Sova this time, and that's kind of interesting because I've seen him playing that Sky a few times before, and considering how good his aim is, when you combine that with flashes, you're an insane entry fragger, and that is exactly what we have those initiators for, right? And then on top of that, we've seen Binks just memeing and just flying around maps and getting insanely good kills across the map. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch, and I'm pretty sure the the audience is also going to be really, really hyped for that. And then again, it's going to be a pretty similar lineup on both sides, except for the fact that they have a Sova and these guys have a Sky. And I really think that Godvexy could have gone for the Sova. I've seen him play the Sova on the map of Bind before, and he's just nutty with those lineups. He's just nutty with his aim. He's just nutty with everything in general, but he's trying something new. Honestly, not even something new. I've seen him play that Sky before, so I'm having high hopes for both. And it's just going to be an interesting match because, like, I've seen the way that Godvexy has played on Enigma, and now the fact that he's on Seoul is just going to be so exciting because kind of a newer team and they have a lot to live up to because everybody knows the name Seoul, right? I mean, who hasn't heard of Seoul? Whether it is from other games or whether it is Valorant, we've all heard of Seoul, and that's the point. They have a lot to live up to, and Binks, I'm pretty sure, Binks and actually the entire team, they're not going to disappoint one bit. And then, on the other hand, we have the Team Exploit. Unheard of until now, at least to me, but they're this amazing team from Pakistan, or so I've heard. So I'm looking really, really forward to that, and I'm looking forward to Shooter just honestly fragging and having a fragathon on the field out there. And look at how he's gripping his mouse. That is a really non-conventional grip style. And let's just see how it's gonna be fragging as the first map has loaded in. We're gonna be jumping straight into the game, ladies and gentlemen. And off the bat, we have Exploit on the attacker side. Let's see if they're going to be going in for a passive stance or an aggressive stand off the bat. But Binks, no. He's going to be aggressive. He peeks out, gets a kill. But here we have Strength and Unity. Because Team Exploit, they're going in numbers and they're not going to be giving out any frags at all. One frag has gone down to the hands of Binks, but it doesn't really matter. It's a 3v4. It's going to be a little bit of a difficult and a sticky situation for Team Exploit in the first round. But there's nothing that they can't recover from. They have to go in for a side take, Universe. And honestly, a lot of time has gone in. And Team Seoul, they're just impatient. They're going in and getting the kills. And Exploit, they're being pushed back. It's going to be a little bit difficult for them to get that plant down.
Yeah, that plant's not going down unless they find kills after kills. Darky's going to get one, though. He's escaped away with half HP. Strix is around the corner, but he's only 7 HP LD. And even that's been taken away. Darky, 30 seconds left, my friend. What do you got on your sleeve? You know where Binks is. He's definitely a hook. I'm pretty sure he knows it, but he's just going to teleport away. Although he threw that star down. Got a clean way over here. No, he's going to be stopped by Badman. Playing the Viper, by the way, and he takes him down! No way! But Binks is already on the backstab, and he's gonna find an easy kill. He's just gonna play for time now. He sticks it down. Darky. Oh, he gets the plan. This pistol still not out of the question, ladies and gentlemen. Binks maybe misread the time a bit, but he's still back on it. He's got a little bit more health than what Darky has, but Darky, as utility, that's not gonna help him. It's gonna be round number 1. For Team Seoul, as Binks gets a 3K, he's gonna put his team in a good position to move on ahead. And look at that, he's already got 4 ultimate orbs, so right through already for the showstopper.
Yeah, and on top of that, this is like the first round honestly sets the expectations for the entire map, right? And the fact that Team Exploit, in spite of being whittled down to like 1 player, Darky didn't give up, and he's one of those Astra players who does not like fall from the face of adversity. He's kind of like, he reminds me a lot about Blackhawk. Blackhawk, if you guys don't know, he's one of my favorite Astra players just because he's so good at his feet, and it's not that easy to be playing an Astra and putting down your stars and having a Fragathon at the same time, and that is those are one of the guys that manages it so well, and Darky seems to be one of them. But I'm making a quick assumption over here. It might change at any point, at any given point in the match, but I'm still having high hopes, Universe. So let's just see what it's going to be like down the line, and down the line, Shooter, the insane aim we're going to start to see as he brings out a Marshall and gets the first kill on Ezzy. They've gotten a little bit of control of Lamps over there, but it all depends upon who's going to be pushing out first, and it's going to be Badman to take out his nemesis. Viper first takes out Solar Mate. But right now it's an equal frag. It's 4v4, and it all depends upon who's going to be getting the remaining frags. HSB lands a beautiful shot, but that Sheriff gets a 1-tap on him. But Strix, he has something to say. He dashes out. He gets those 2 kills, and he dashes back in. Shooter, he still has a lot to say. Gets a few kills, but no, it's just going to be Team Seoul taking the win on the second round as well. They had the bonus round. They won that out. Right now, it's going to be a full buy for the side of Team Exploit, and this is what I've been waiting to see, and I'm pretty sure that the comment section is gonna be honestly popping off because this is what they have been waiting to see too, Universe.
The thing is, though, they've done enough damage, I feel.
Yeah.
Exploit. They've got 3 kills, and that's all they needed. They just had to damage the economy, and they've been forced to reinvest into this. TEAMXO. And they're gonna have to just keep on going with it, because if they lose this round, which looks likely given the weapon situation, they are going to be in the trouble of economy. For now, though, Team Exploit checking out every single avenue they can. Batman with the Marshall, holding on towards showers. Usual place for a Viper to take care of stuff. While Team Exploit, they're just slowly teasing towards the A side at this point, getting information, sending out the owl drone. As he's gonna get spotted on his second, but he runs away. And here it is. Batman, although has been spotted out, he's still gonna be holding down that angle because he knows that there's a smoke covering him. As he needs to be careful. If he jumps out, he's got a lot of players waiting on top of him.
Out of the
Oh boy, smoke goes away. The recon's gonna keep him out, but he still gets a kill. HSP not covered at all by anybody. And here comes the Cosmic Divide from the attackers. As he eats a bullet straight to the head. Darky takes him out. As Exploit are getting prepared for a retake to come in 4v4. And Team Exploit are racking them down. It is the bonus round for the side of Soul, but there's nothing they can do about it. Just 2 kills off the bat, and Exploit are going to be happy with the first round that they put up.
You know what, Universe? I really am loving this playstyle that Darky is coming out with, because I've seen so many Astro players, right? They're shy kind of to put down the stars, and not only is he not shy, and he keeps putting those stars down even when the entire firefight is happening, just to like give a little bit of that edge to his players, to his teammates. Not only that, he also pulls out his ultimate. I was really looking forward to that. I was gonna see whether he's gonna be waiting and saving that ultimate for a later round, or he's just gonna be popping that like instantly. And that ultimate, that Cosmic Divide, that is what helped their team a lot in the long run. But okay, speaking of long run, let's talk about the short run, because Strix, he goes out for a really bold play, gets a kill, but he gets traded out instantly. Honestly, this is an eco round, so that was justified, so it doesn't really matter at this point. But what does matter is where Team Exploit is going to be deciding to hit, and it looks like it's going to be an A hit. And Batman, he knows that he's in trouble. He has fallback, he has to wait for his backup to come, but he has already taken a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be much. Shooter is still around the corner, does manage to get 1 kill with his gun, but no, it's going to be God Vexy jumping out and getting that kill on Shooter instead. Picks up a gun on top of that 3v3 situation. The guns are in the favor of Team Exploit, but no, they're caught looking in the wrong directions. That means the Batman is going to be able to pick up a kill, and it's a retake situation. It looks really good for Team Soul right now, but it's all up to time to tell. Because right now it's God Vexy against M8, and it all depends on mind games. God Vexy, he's sticking that. He's got the half defuse down, and all he has to do is waste a little bit of time. And if he can manage to pull out that half defuse, he's going in for that big play and against what? He goes out and he sticks it out. He plays mind games with M8, and M8 had no idea that it was half. And it was like, you know what? It's fun. I can go back at any time. I have all the time in the world. All I have to do is scare him enough for him to not go for that half defuse. But it's God Vexy we're talking about. And the show has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Soul versus Exploit. The thing that we've been waiting all day for has already gone off to an explosive start, right, Universe?
Most certainly it has. It is a little difficult for the side of Exploit, given that they are playing from a different region. But this is their first time here, so they want to make a mark. And they are making quite a bit of it so far, as we're running in towards the A side yet again. Shooter on the back of that owl drone is looking to find some success. And he might just, he misses a couple of knives and misses all of them. They're gonna get the plans down, that's for sure, but they need to hold it down. Post plan is gonna be a little difficult. Jumps out, and Exploit are falling apart here. Darky will find one, but that's all he's gonna get. Binks, he's got 3 more players with him for this retake. It might just work out pretty easily for them, unless King has something to say about it. He gets one. King, he's gonna get spotted out by that hound as well, but he still finds Binks. Drakes jumps down and gets the kill onto him. There's nothing he could do while being concussed. And there it is, round number 4 for the side of S8UL.
The way that Soul, they're just like holding their sights down, right? and they're just like falling back at the right time. That is a really, really rare trait in teams. And I've called them out on this before, but Seoul, they just got it on point. But let's just talk about the map for a little bit. It might be a little bit of a defender-sided map, but the problem is whenever I say that on Bind, right, it instantly comes up with a switcheroo. So I may have Crystal, maybe Team Exploit is going to be coming out with insane executes and they might be able to get the plan down and go back into safety. But so far, they've been hitting A. They haven't tried B much.
Yeah, they haven't tried B much. And they're going towards A yet again. And they're going to get punished for it. Batman with the Spectre still driving these players crazy. He is tagged down a bit low, but he's still going for it. Takes up the Vandal, runs away. Been given away that he's going to happily be upgrading. Z, careful about the fact that there could be anybody towards short. He does not want to give his head away to a Sheriff. We know how good these players of Exploit are with any weapon in their hands. Oh, Batman eats a bullet, down to 20 HP. Now he needs to be careful. King's moving up his position though, and that recon's gonna give him a little bit of value, not too much though. Oh, he gets taken down as well. It's just gonna be 3 players left, which I think is gonna be just cleanup duty for these players. Batman sprays it down, pretty simple and easy. That ultimate is gonna clean up both of the players, and Showstopper works out. It's gonna be another round for S8UL as we go up number 5, ladies and gentlemen. And Exploit kind of not having the best of their performances. Well, the thing about this is though, every time you expect, you know, a team like Exploit who are so strategically maneuvered to try and do something different, it's almost like a 60-40 chance that it works or not, and that's kind of how it always is. Because when you think about Bind, and the one team that we've seen play on it multiple times, it is S8UL, and that's their advantage that they know. Exploit, we've not really seen them play as much, and it might just be that factor that is not letting them have as much impact as they would want to, because they've not faced S8UL before, and they're not having a great time against them in the first half over here. Although they're making them a little uncomfortable. Drix with the operator does tag down King, but King is going to return the favor. Gets his head on the platter. 5v4 established. Exploit with the advantage. They're giving a lot of sound kills towards long, and it doesn't matter. God Vexy, he did not check the left side. He thought they were still towards the right on Octagon. And he's going to pay the price for it. Shooter finds Izzy, and it's going to be a retake. 5v2. Exploit have their foot on the ground.
They do have the foot on the ground, and honestly, S8UL, they've got to get their game up. 2v5 situation, it's honestly an impossible task for them, much less a daunting one, and there you go. King is going to be getting that kill on Binks, and the last Viper that is going to be in the form of Batman. He knows that he can't do anything in this situation, and he has to save up a little bit of money, so he's just going to be going all the way down to A side to just save their gun, save his gun. And right now, if anybody's going to be walking into Crosshair, I'd say, at least that's my prediction, I'd say that they're going to be waiting for a death wish, because Batman, he's no joke. He can get kills like crazy. So if anybody's going to be walking into Crosshair right now, Universe, I don't think they're going to be living to tell the tale.
Probably not. For now, though, another round for Exploit, so they're going to have to capitalize as much as they can upon this, because the economy of S8UL isn't really, something that you would say bad, because they can buy in for another round after this if they want to as well. They've got as much money as they need. But Exploit, they've built up an economy of their own with surviving all of their players in the last round. They're going to be completely A-okay with how they want to move around with this. Now they're reading the game, so they're slightly warming up to it. And S8UL need to be a little careful, because Exploit are getting a hang of it. And if they get a complete hang of it, then it's going to be a problem. So, for now, another A push, Quain. How is this going to end up?
Well, honestly, let's just leave it up to the match, Not really sure whether this is going to be a good one for Exploit, but honestly, I want you to take it over, man.
I mean, I would love to. And Ezzy, he got taken over, but Ezzy almost found the kill on the King. Batman on the backline, so he's going to find one. Darky goes down, so there's no more actual utility available, but King's aim just as good as ever. Shooter adds on to that. And they're working so well here at Exploit. I love that they're standing up back on their feet, and S8UL are having a difficult time. They need to hold on to their ground because they have another buy after this for sure. And in this 3v2, I really don't think Binks or Trix can pull out a difference. Might fire into the blank, but he's just gonna eat a bullet to the head. HSB delivers it to him, and parcel delivered. And it's gonna be another round for the boys from Pakistan. As a 5-3 scoreline has been established, Queen, and now you will need to be a little careful. This is a semi-buy that's coming into their hands, or they might be forcing into it as well if they want to. It looks like a force, to be honest. Trix, God Vexy, Ezzy have all bought in. It is going to be a force, and this is going to be a little bit of a tricky one. Because they've got a Spectre, they've got half armor. God Vexy is the only healthy one here in terms of economy and weaponry and utility. No ultimates either, except for the Cosmic Divide.
Yep.
Tricky round indeed for the defense.
Tricky round indeed, but you've seen them before, right? Universe, you know what they can pull off even on like half economy. And it's not even half. I feel like they're going to be able to put it off, but you're right. Exploit is catching on, and it won't be long until they completely realize where they're going wrong, or where S8UL is just reusing their strategies. And look at that, King. He is gonna be taking down God Vexy, the Resident Sova, or at least what it used to be. But Batman over here, he's gonna be stealing the show himself. Gets a 3K with one spray down, and it's gonna be MA to shut him down. But that is all it took, S8UL, to get the lead back. And right now, honestly, Batman has made it so much easier for the entirety of S8UL to get this particular round at least. It's all up to King to get at least a singular kill, but they're not going to be giving him 1v1s. Everybody's there waiting for the crossfire, but Strix is going to be coming out first to take out the King. Honestly, that spray down by Batman, though, that was just insane. And that kill, it was kind of ironic coming from King, you know? Like, we have the Resident Sova, or at least he used to be the Resident Sova in ENIGMA Gaming, but right now he's picked up the role of Sky. But I feel like it's kind of karma where King is like, you know what, you should have gone for the Sova, and I'm gonna be punishing you for it. Takes out his Hunter's Fury and uses his ultimate to take down the Sova, or at least what it used to be on God Vexy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's missing the Hunter's Fury himself, God Vexy. He would have wanted it. For now, gonna have to settle with the flashes that he has, which he might use towards B long. Any second he hears these sounds coming in. Oh, he spotted out. It's gonna run away. Now that we're moving in a little bit towards B, a lot of sounds being given away, but S8UL are actually not buying this because they know that HSB is firing bullets over here, so they're a little confused at the moment. They have no idea whether this is gonna be a fake towards B or a fake towards A, but we can see Binks rotating. That is a little bit of a call. He's back towards A. Look at the confusion that the side of Exploit are causing. I absolutely love it. They're causing so much disruption. It's just working out really well for the attackers. And now they're going in towards B. A site where somebody is waiting for them in hookah, and that's Trix. He's given away his position now. And they're moving in. Binks is rotating. We can see Manesi coming all the way. Here comes the Cosmic Divide from the attackers, and Shooter! Oh my god, beautiful shot from that man. Gets traded off, but an immediate trade comes back through again. Left. Binks is the man on site, and he can go through and find another kill, and he will. 3v3 established. The retake is really close up right now, and Exploit needs to be careful.
Look at Exploit just working around that Cosmic Divide. It really gave them the advantage for the first few seconds, but now that it's come off, it's going to be a little bit of a daunting task for them. And if Batman manages to get both kills, it's going to be amazing. But no, the other Viper is going to be getting it instead. M8 gets a kill on Batman and shuts him down, but here we go. Here we have Exploit reading into Team S8UL, and they're reading really beautifully. Honestly, the amount of confusion, like you said, was really beautiful to watch. You know how you have like that beautiful chaos and confusion, and it's just insanely amazing to watch. It's like watching chess, but in Valorant. And Exploit, they're catching on. 6-4 is a scoreline. That's not that far off. And I'm very sure they're going to be catching up in just a matter of a few more rounds. It's going to be 6-6, or at least so I think. But unless they screw up just a teeny tiny bit and gives, you know, Team S8UL that slight bit of advantage that they need to get the last few rounds. Because the defense is going to be a little bit easier if I'm not wrong for the side of Team Exploit. But let's see how this round is going to be panning out for them. Because it looks to me like Exploit, on their eco, they're gonna be going. I mean, I'm on their full buy. They're gonna be going in for push on A, but no, King. He's just waiting too long around that corner. He had no idea that a flank was gonna be coming in, and that came beautifully. Badman got that kill on MA2, and before you know it, it's whittled out of 3 players universe. Okay, Ezzy has started popping off. He has not taken any of this, and he's just gonna be getting 2 kills with just 1 sheriff. 2 consecutive bullets just to the head with a sheriff. That is not normal.
Before the switch.
Yeah. It is really amazing how they pulled off that thrifty. S8UL, kudos to them. I love how Bings came in so early for the flank, and Exploit had absolutely no idea. He just overthrew the round on its head. And Ezzy with those 2 beautiful sheriff shots just shut it down, with Badman adding onto it as well. Amazing. 7-5 looking on the cards now, if not anything else. But with the weaponry that they have, it doesn't look like... Wow, Strix. Okay, beautiful shot. Looking for a second, but it's just going to eat a bullet to his head. 45 HP he's down to. It looks like an 8-4 half maybe in the cards right now. Oh no. HSB looking in the wrong direction. Darky cannot do anything more. Is this going to be left to King? 1 versus 5. One of them's already here. They're going to shut him down as well. Got Vexy to take the last bit of the pie left in this half. And it's going to be an 8-4 first half in the favor of S8UL. What a beautiful half from them. Last 2 rounds, though, amazing.
Honestly, I feel like S8UL, they're just like really happy that, you know, Exploit came in and they're like, you know what, we're just going to be giving them the favorite map. We're just going to give S8UL their favorite map. And honestly, they're just reveling right now. They're going to be like, yeah, we know. We basically live on this map. This is our home map. And we're not going to be taken down, at least on the first map. So I really feel like with that 8-4 scoreline, even on the attack, they're going to be hitting really hard in Exploit. I don't really think that they're going to be able to do anything, at least on the first map. But I'm looking forward to the second one. I know I'm calling it out a bit too early. But let's just see if my prediction is going to be coming right, unless we have some really sneaky plays coming out by Exploit down the line universe.
Sure, for now, their hold up towards B pretty heavy. Soulmate, King, Shooter, all 3 are here, while the A side has been left to HSB and Darky. And S8UL are making a lot of ripples towards this B side. They've spotted out even Shooter. He needs to get away from here. Oh, he eats a bullet straight to the head. Needs to go for a heal now. And he's gonna run all the way towards the A side for it, I believe. But look at where HSB is. He's in no position to heal anybody. Doesn't even have the heal, to be honest. Looks for 1 head, finds it. Good positioning by him. Is gonna be able to capture 1 kill. Needs to get away from here as soon as possible. But look at where Badman is. Oh, Badman. Oh, Badman. Oh, he's gonna be a really bad man right now. Soulmate's found one, and Badman's listening to all of these sound cues, and he's been spotted out. Badman taken out. His lurk has been completely nullified. Shooter takes him out of anything and everything he could do. Soulmate finds God Vexy teleporting over. Strix is gonna take him out with a running ghost, but what Strix doesn't know is that King is sitting under him, waiting to steal a kill. And it's gonna be 8-5 now. Beautiful pistol round from Exploit. They ran across the entire map, to be honest, except for the one place where S8UL were there. That's towards Hookah and B-Long, and they found kills everywhere. I love it.
Yeah, honestly, like, I had such high hopes for Badman, but honestly, his luck was not there. He got spotted out a little too early on. Shooter, he was planning on going all the way to B side, but he's like, you know what? I feel like I've got a bad feeling about this. He came back instantly, and he's like, wait, why is Badman all the way over here? And he instantly gets that kill, and that is what set the entire pace of the round. And really, Badman had such good opportunities, but he just didn't luck out in this round. But let's see how this one is going to be played out, because S8UL, they're not having it. They're going for proper rush down showers, and everybody's hold up there. Kind of risky if you ask me, because one spray down means that everybody's going to be going out, but they just went in for that ultimate orb. And honestly, I feel like that was a good idea, but let's see if they're going to be able to make the use out of it. They are on an eco, everybody's on the classic, so they have to stick together and find strength in numbers. Let's see if that is going to be working out for them. Darky still has his ghost, and he tries to use his utility, but in spite of that, he comes out, pulls out his pistol, and gets the kill. Amazingly well done by TEAMXO right now. King gets a 3K, and Darky is going to be finishing it off with that ghost on Bings. Nobody has died, and it's going to be a flawless round, and 8-6 already on the scorecards. And honestly, this matchup, from the way it's going right now, mate, I feel like it's going to be a 3-mapper.
Well, it could be. It all depends whether or not this first map, the home map of Exploit, is going to go in their way. You could call it a home map for S8UL as well, because we
Both of them, yeah.
They love bind. Now that the first buy run's coming in for Binks and Co. Let's see what they have in their bags. Exploit. Oh, this triple man push. I love it. I love the daringness that they're going for here. It could prove to be a little bit of a tricky situation for Batman if he decides to peek up. They're taking control of showers, but they're not pushing in. They're really confident of this team Exploit, and they're holding down their ground. God, the tension, the hold is just so precise. It's just... Somebody push! Oh my god! Okay, nobody's going to. Great. All right,
yeah.
I'll have that as well. They're going to go back now. They're going to just take care of what's going to be happening towards B, as teams S8UL are going towards B, where Shooter and King are waiting. Shooter is actually retreating. Okay. This is a not good read from them.
Oh, no.
No, this is going to be terrible. Binks is going to get taken out here for sure. And there it is. The call's been made. They need to go towards B. King, he's the only one here to take care of this, and he needs to make sure that he does. Shooter's gonna take out Ezzy's head. King not able to trade back. Strix gets 2.
30 seconds left.
It's gonna be a 3 versus 3 now. And although they've got the weaponry to do it, they don't have that much firepower because 2 of them have got Spectres. They are weapons. They're not good enough.
Yep, and here comes the retake situation. I feel like Team Exploit have got this, but it's gonna be a daunting task for them. They had a really, you know, controversial play over there where they went in for a 3-man stack. Didn't work out for them properly, but it did work out in some sense. But look at this bloodbath that has come out in a matter of a few seconds, and it's all left down to a 1v1. Now the advantage is in the hands of Godvex because SHB, he doesn't have the health that he needs to win out this duel, and that obviously is going to mean that Godvex is going to be winning this particular round out, putting up the 9th round onto the board for the side of S8UL, and they're just going to be happy as all hell, because right now they're on their home map. And yeah, we kind of did call it out. It's kind of the home map for both of these teams, where right now S8UL, the amount of experience that they have on this map, or at least the experience that we know of, is just going to be showing out here. 9-6, that is a really good score line, and I don't really think that they're going to be messing up anytime right now, and I really hope that Exploit has something up their sleeve that they're cooking, and they're waiting to show us all.
To agree. Really would love for Exploit to show us something different, something a little more consistent. Got 2 rounds with the pistol, but it's not gonna be any more. Shooter! He connects the shot onto Binks, and he's gonna get healed up. Not a confirmed kill though. Fortunate, he would have wanted it. You can see the frustration just firing off blanks, and Darky is gonna find Batman lurking around the corner towards A short. And a lot of Astro Stars being pointed down towards the B side. And look at where HSB's crawled up. Oh, this is a good position. It's always been a sneaky little position. It's always going to be a little tricky. HSB's been spotted out. He's going to get concussed as well, but his blind is going to make S8UL a little uncomfortable, and they're going to be pushing back. Still a lot of gunfire towards B. And finally, they decide to go back. The call has been made, and it's going to be towards A now. Soulmate sitting in a good position, but his smoke just went off, and that's going to be a little problematic. He needs that one way to come up as soon as it can, and he's been smoked out of himself. It's up to Darky. Darky looking for a kill. Both the Astros missing everything. Darky almost got a spray down, but he's just going to find one. He's tagged down Godvexy, though. That should be good enough for now. The plan, a little hesitant at the moment, but Godvexy is going to be sticking it. Shooter finds Binks. Soulmate just needs to peek out, and he will. He's gonna get the kill, and Strix is left all alone. Nothing he can do. Exploit with a beautiful hold. They did not give up until the last second. Held on both the sides. No rotations, no forced errors, nothing. Exploit, a perfectly executed round.
Yeah, that it is. And honestly, I feel like Easy and Badman, they're just like so good at those Sentinel players, and I don't really think that they should have lost Badman so early around, and I really think that that's why they lost that entire round, because they really needed those walls. They needed the utilities that Viper has to offer, and right now, I feel like Team Exploit, they're reading into it. They know that Badman is always going to be lurking. Once they take him down, it kind of means that the IGL is going to be at the mercy of the player camps of all the other players. He doesn't have the freedom to move around on his own and call the shots. And that just puts him at a little bit of a disadvantage. Shooter over here, really aggressive spot, tries to get a kill, but no, that operator is not going to be singing any songs today. So he's just going to be dashing out and waiting for that push in to come in. The Wolf utility from HSB means that a little bit of information is going to be going in, but Strix, he's just not going to be backing down, pushes into this Blaze Storm, gets 1 kill. He's fearless, pushes deep into enemy lines. Shooter's missing his second shot, but comes out, jumps out, gets that classic, and puts that guy to rest. And it's 3K on Darky, and so much happened in a matter of a few seconds, Universe. Before you know it, Team Exploit is completely cleared out S8UL, and it's all up to Badman, left alone in a 1v5 situation, my bad. But right now it's a 1v1 to Darky, and Darky has the better gun. I feel like Exploit is going to be going in for that hunt, and it's going to only be King going in for that hunt. Badman knows that they're right around the corner, but he's not going to be giving up. He needs 1 kill at least, and he gets a beautiful one tap on King, but he cannot be overextended right now. He wants to get that gun, but no, Shooter is not going to be letting him. And honestly, Universe, I feel like Shooter is having kind of an off day. He's trying his best. I know how good he is with his aim, but his operator is just not finding its mark. He's not finding its shot, and I'm pretty sure he's a little bit sad because of that. But I hope that he makes up for it in the upcoming rounds, because if he's gonna be missing a few more shots, right? It's gonna be really, it's gonna be super crucial. That's the thing,
though, Quain. He's still on top of his kill board.
Yeah,
that's
the nutty thing.
He's just amazing. I've told this before. Shooter, you know, when he is at his best, it's really difficult to stop him. And here's Soulmate trying to stop the forces of S8UL, trying to come in towards A short. Viper Spit allows him a lot of room to work with. A lot of disruption towards the side of the attackers. Strix dashes in. Soulmate's been tagged, a little concussed. Strix is gonna be going in through that wall, and he still gets the kill. What? King and Soulmate add on Soulmate. He's causing too much trouble here, and nothing that S8UL are doing is able to counteract it.
Honestly,
that's an idea that somebody could be around here, and look at this. Oh, he's sitting in the perfect position. Finds Strix. It's all down to Badman sitting in this tight little corner. He's gonna be spotted out. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Badman. Okay.
Okay. What was that quick? That was a no scope, if I'm not wrong.
Whatever it was lightning, thunder, whatever you want to call it. It was a storm.
Yeesh. I guess this is what I've been missing out on. I think this is what you and Aggressive are talking about. This is the shooter that you guys were speaking so highly of.
Exactly. I love watching this guy play, and he's now brought his A game. He's stepping up. I think he heard you.
Yeah, probably.
And although we have a little bit of a even Steven scoreline, I still feel that, and it looks like it, that Exploit have an upper hand, because this is another eco for S8UL. It's gonna be difficult for them to win this. Strix with the judge is rushing in towards U-Haul, but his teammates are falling apart. They know where he is, so they're gonna let him be there for a while. They don't know what weapon he has. HHB coming on the backstab is just gonna hold his ground, not too deep, just so that he can make sure that everything is under control. And now they even know that Strix has a judge.
Yeah.
So they're gonna challenge him in the long range. Soulmate takes that Izzy, and he spots out 2 more, and he does nothing to take this fight. Throws up his wall, acts like he's gone back, but he's still around this. Throws the wall back down again. It's gonna be Darky to take it down, and the last kill as well. Beautiful execute from the side of Exploit.
Honestly, Universe, you know how I was telling that S8UL is the kind of team who has fun with their prey, who has fun on the field, and they just go out and start getting kills? Honestly, I'm kind of eating my words right now. I feel like Exploit is just as good, and they're just as, you know, fun-loving on the field out there, because they're not sparing any expense. They're going out, and I'm loving the teamwork and the coordination. Like, the way that the wall was being put up, the way it was pulled down back again to help his teammate out is just, like, it's just insane. And I know I might be, like, over-exaggerating this, but I'm really not. It's not that easy to pull off. It might seem simple, but it's really hard to, like, know what is going on for your teammate's mind. And right now, from the looks of it. Exploit, they know exactly what's going on. And Shooter, he does too. Goes in for a push and takes out Batman. And the Viper is going to be down from the side of Team S8UL. And they're going to be pinned dearly for it. Darky has pushed deep into enemy lanes. Yeah, he's got the spike. And right now, that's all they need to worry about. Because everybody's in shower. There's going to be a sprayed out. Darky gets a kill. HSB gets a second. And it's 2 players left in the hands of S8UL. And there's nothing that they can do. Soulmate is going to be coming in and getting that kill on Strix, and it's all of the Binks, and there's only so much you can do, and even the information has been given out. It's going to be a wild ton. Darky's right on the corner, and the reload is going to be coming in at the wrong time from the side of Binks.
I have one question. Yeah. I mean, we look at this entire round. It was all based on HSB and Darky pushing up short. Why was nobody from S8UL towards short? At least one player needs to hold on to that angle. One player got taken down towards B, then Binks was there towards Hookah. And all 3 players from the team of S8UL were all stuck up in showers. I really didn't understand that because A short is a region that's always contested, by the way, always. And it's an important region because there's no mid. So that's sort of considered like a mid region towards A when you're approaching A. It's like, you know, it's like a mid-A kind of thing, but they just left it completely empty. They paid the price for it, and here comes the force again. King stops Strix. No more menacing around for that man, and they spotted up another. Got Vexy. He's been spotted up. Batman's been tagged down, and even though HSB can't get this kill, he's got Soulmate to help him out. Got Vexy with the trade yet again. 3v3. Binks takes out another, and S8UL have an avenue to work with. This is what they needed.
What?
Okay, King. All right then. All right. Perfectly timed, beautiful game sense from that man right there. It's a reason he's a Sova main. Oh, he's been spotted out. Ezzy. Ezzy's been spotted out too, but he takes him down anyway. And Darky's been left in a 1v2. He's not gonna get concussed. He's still alive.
Yep. He has Ezzy to take care of first, and then he has to go in and take out God Vexy, both amazing players in their own right. He has his stars, but he can't really do that much when there are 2 players looking at him, and he goes in for that strafe and gets the kill on easy. The health is low on both. It depends on who's going to be seeing him first, but no, God Vexy's just going to be working his way around those tubes and getting the first peek on Darky and securing the 10th round. And they're not out of the game yet, ladies and gentlemen. They put up the 10th round on the board, and they're just telling us that, yes, they've gotten the lead, but we're still not out of the fight, and we still have that zest for life left. And honestly, one more round, I feel like they're going to be getting it because they know that Exploit, they're really flank happy. And I hope that they've understood that properly, because every time it's HSB with his buddy over there going in for a flank and they're getting those kills, and that shouldn't be happening, man. S8UL, they've seen them flank so many times, but yet they're not watching that short area.
Yeah. There is a small little pause that has come in right now. Exploit. Small tech issue, but it's back on track. We're back into it. Not to worry. S8UL. What have you got up your sleeve? You need to pull up something in this round because it's do or die at this point. Economy, not that great. And Exploit are looking really, really solid as this match has progressed. Shooter is going to be spotted out over here. He's going to have cover for himself. Still are firing towards him, and he gets down. Goes in for this. Trying to run away, but here comes Binks. And he gets taken down mid-air. King finds a beautiful kill. HSB gets another. Soulmate with the teleport is going to find Ezzy towards A long. And that's about it. Got Vexy. He needs to find a kill. He needs to find a fast dashes away. Wow. I love the teamwork. Strix needs to put up some individual work now, but it's not going to be enough. 2 players against 1. When both of them are peeking together, it's never going to be your way that goes down. Match point now. Team Exploit. What a turn of events. It was a 8-4 half. They were up by 8-4. Yeah, they were up by 8-4. They went up to 9-6, I believe. But then it's just what a beautiful comeback comes in from them. Only 1 round given between now and then.
Honestly, Universe.
And the economy's blown up. I don't think that S8UL can win this.
Yeah, but the thing is, I really thought that S8UL were gonna have like a proper advantage, and then, you know what, Exploit was gonna be bringing it back in the second half. That is happening, but the way that they're taking it all back is just insane. And judging based off of the way you talked high about Shooter, it's not just Shooter, it's the entire team that is nutty. And the way that they're just one united team is just beautiful to watch. And honestly, in my opinion at least, I feel like the star of the show is Darky. Man, if you can play an Astra with those stars being put down and for having a Fragathon at the same time, that is not an easy task. And he's managing it with such finesse. But let's see how much finesse that S8UL are going to be putting into the server right now, because the Viper's ultimate, the Viper's spit has been popped, and Soulmate is right on the corner and gets one kill. He's going to be popping his own Viper's spit. Oh, and gets one. Gets a second, but no, it's going to be shut down. Okay, this is just nutty right now. 3v4 situation. Darky gets a singular kill. He's gonna be going in for that second. King is right around the corner, tries to get killed, but he's gonna be taken down instantaneously. Batman is the only one left, but no! Shooter is gonna be coming in around the corner with his Blaze Jar to finish things off in Style Universe. Oh my god, just one blade to the head is all it took for Shooter to get takedown Batman. What a first match to start everything off, man. What a match.
What a match indeed. Absolutely beautiful. Soulmate is the hero of that round for me. 1 HP. This man completely... He is not afraid of anything, dude.
Where?
He doesn't care that he's down to 1 HP. Still found 2 kills. Put down his own Viper's all. And he just did as much as his team required him. Binks all alone towards A short. Could do nothing. He had a player behind him. He had a player in front of him. And the rest of it was just left on to Strix and Badman.
Yep.
It was... Badman in the end, who could have probably pulled it out. We know he's pulled out clutches, but this was a tall ask of him. We're just gonna go into the match highlights to see how amazing was this intense match from both sides, to be honest. So S8UL did put up a beautiful performance, but it just didn't last long enough for them to finish out this match. Their end game was outed by the side of Exploit. I love this comeback. They played the patience game. They didn't care that they were 8-4 down. They came back, they put on a performance that definitely shows that they are a team that needs to be taken seriously. It doesn't matter where they're from, they have the potential to take on the big names as well. Exploit are going to be ahead in terms of map control. Exploit were ahead in terms of, utility usage. And Exploit will be going ahead in this series with one step towards victory.
Honestly, like, what do I say? These are two behemoth teams going up against each other. And yeah, we don't have a lot of data on them, but yeah, I've seen Team T69 play. And I had high hopes. I still do, because they're an amazing team. The only problem that I saw here was there were a lot of flanks coming out from Team Exploit, but they just couldn't be reading into that for some reason. They kept forgetting about it. It happens to the best of us, but I hope that it's not going to be happening on Ascent as well, because it's kind of like history is repeating itself. Every time that we cast, right, every time that we cast together, particularly Universe, we always see that the map pick of the first team usually goes to the opponents, and then it's the other way around, and it's all up to this decider. And our predictions never, okay, sometimes it does, but half of the time it never comes right. And it all depends on the decider to say who is going to be winning it out. And right now, I have no idea who is going to be winning it out, because I saw amazing performance from both teams. And I'm very sure that Exploit is going to be coming out with nutty strategies and nutty aim on the second map as well. And they're going to be going in for a flank happy playstyle, because they love that. They love rushing in on the defense. They love going in for those kills. But it's S8UL we're talking about. We've seen their aim. We've seen their coordination. And I feel like, at least on the defensive side of things, I feel like, Team S8UL is going to be having the upper hand. But honestly, off the entire match, I want to ask you this as well, but I'm going to give you my opinion first. I feel like the MVP of this entire match was Darky.
Yeah.
I love a good Astra player, man. What do I say? Look at him. Just look at that. He's the MVP playing an Astra, man.
It's not just that, though. I love how you can see Team Exploit have a complete and total team presence over here.
Yeah, exactly.
23, 20, 20, 18. And even though HSB's just got 10, he had value with his utility as a Sky. That's all you need. Whereas on the other side of things, Strix and Batman were the ones who looked like they actually tried to do something different. They were getting kills, 19 and 17 each. God Vexy did chime in with 13 of his own. But it looked like Ezzy and Binks were just not having a great game. And they really need to step up, I feel, more in the second map, because it's only going to get more difficult. Binks and co really need to step up. This was a map that I think that they should have taken home. S8UL did definitely have it in the bag. They've had it in the bag before against, teams like Global Esports when they were T69, but it is what it is. And we're going to go and see whether or not this team is going to be able to make a comeback, because S8UL They've got a long road ahead of them, and it starts with winning the first round in Ascent, then round after round after round, and this time, don't give up the lead. As we are going to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen, me and Quinn, we're going to get Red Bulls, we're going to get our snacks, whatever it is we need, because this match is an absolute thriller, and if you don't have snacks accompanied while you're watching this, you're missing out on a lot. So make sure that you scan the QR code when it comes up to get your Red Bulls. Now, me and Quinn, we're going to be back with the Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial. Don't go anywhere. We're going to see if Exploit are going to 2-0 this, or S8UL are going to take us to map number 3.
From the legends of memory and storage, Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products, precision engineered for speed and stability. Crucial Ballistix.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to LG Ultragear presents the TC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, and apparel partner 656. Now, this has been a pretty intense matchup for us, and you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but I have been sweating for the last 10 minutes straight, and it's been a really interesting match between these two teams. And I love that S8UL had their approach. The first half was brilliant, but Exploit came back really well and just gave away 2 rounds in the second half to pull this win to a 13-10 victory. And now that we're going to Ascent, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a little bit more of ground zero type action. Let's just dive right into it. I'm not gonna waste any time here, Quinn. As the agent selection comes up, I just wanna know what you think about this.
Well, honestly, I know I'm talking a little bit too much about him, but I really love Darky's playstyle. And him playing on that Astra is just nutty, man. And I felt that, honestly, Exploit was exploiting that flying Cappy playstyle a lot. And if Team S8UL, they're not gonna be looking into that, if they're not gonna be watching their own backs, I really think that it's not gonna be working out for them. But then look at this Team Exploit. They know what they want, and they're gonna install lock all of their characters. Darky, thank you for taking that asteroid again, because I'm loving your plays, and I want to see more of that. Soulmate is going to be picking up the Killjoy this time. Shooter going in for his trusty jet. HSB is going to be picking that beautiful breach. Oh, we're going to be getting some flashy, no pun intended, plays. And King with his usual Sova. God Vexy finally has picked up his Sova, and this is something I'm looking forward to. King versus God Vexy. I feel like this should be...
Okay.
Right. This should be fun or funny. Let's just see which one it is going to be first, because Binks, we all know how entertaining that man can be. Binks picking up that breach is going to be a pretty fun affair, don't you think?
A fun affair? Sure, I guess you would like to say it's fun, but I've seen him play breach on Ascent before, and it's not really been that pretty. It's not been that pretty. Unfortunately, it's not been that pretty. And now we've got Exploit. I mean, they've locked in pretty instantaneously. Insta-lock, well, for all you want to say. Shooter's back with his usual. HSB with the breach this time. Soulmate with the Killjoy. Darky with his usual. And King, the second initiator of the team. I love it. I love their lineup. They've got a breach and a Sova. And on the other side of the things, it's the same. Literal same lineup. And this time it's Binks. Let's see how that works out, Quinn, because I can't wait to see what exactly S8U will have in store for us. This is gonna get a lot more flashy than we would have expected it to be.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be intense from the first round, from the get-go. And look at that. The first recon dart is gonna be coming out from the side of God Vexy. Just to start things off, just to get a little bit of information. None is gonna be given out, and off the bat, they're gonna be going in for an A take down short. But there are 2 players from the side of Team Exploit holding down that angle. They might be able to get a couple of kills with that crossfire. Shooter is going to be the one to start things off. Get the first kill, but no, HSB is going to be taken out because of the concuss. And it's going to be Team S8UL pushing in and getting 2 kills for themselves. Darky goes spray down through that smoke. Gets that kill on strings, evening things out, evening out the battlefield. Darky goes in for a second, but he was overextending just a little bit. Got a little too hopeful. But no, Binks is going to be taking him out. 2v3 situation, and the retake has been set up, and it's King and Soulmate both in heaven trying to get control back. The first recon dart is going to be coming out from God Vexy from under heaven, so that information was given out, but Binks knows exactly where Team Exploit is. And right now, since the information has been given out, I feel like anybody could be peeking out at the right time and taking both of them out. The Killjoy turret has been put down. But it's going to be Team Exploit coming down together to get both of those kills, and they're going to be finishing off Binks as well.
Wow.
From a hopeless situation of a 2v3. Team Exploit out of nowhere. The explosiveness of these 2 players, King and Soulmate, is just unmistakable, man.
Beautiful. I love it. Exploit right off the bat want to show that they haven't lost their momentum.
Yep.
What they carried on from the previous map. And they're going pretty well on it. Shooter is just as sharp as ever, and I love it. This guy, he might have just got 1 kill, but I think Strix and Batman really put it out. But as soon as Darky got this absolutely out of the blue running behind kill, I was just like, okay, no. S8UL won this round. But after that, King, Soulmate, absolutely great comeback. Pistol run goes their way, and now they have a bye.
Ooh, Shooter is just gonna be peeking out, just giving his head out there and just gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna take yours and dashing back. Oh my god, that was just beautiful to watch. And off the bat, Team S8UL, they've lost the lead. The first round is already gone to Team Exploit, so we have Spectres in everybody's hands. But little do they know that Team S8UL, they've got their own. It's not working out for them. Darky has gotten the second kill, and Bing said it's already a 3v5. It's not looking good for S8UL at all, man, Universe. Switch right around the corner. Doesn't know that HSB is going to be peeking out at the wrong time to take him down. 2v5 situation. Nobody's been taken down from the side of Team Exploit at all, and I feel like it's going to be a flawless round.
Yeah, it probably will be. Maybe one kill, maybe more. You don't know. Back down, looking for one, but he's going to get taken down. Be soulmate.
Flawless. I'm telling you, man.
Now, yeah, I mean, it's an eco. I mean, not an eco per se, but still, it is what it is. And there it is. Got Vexy. One kill. Looks for another and gets it actually, but that's more than enough damage done, I feel. It's gonna be Shooter to take him down, and 2 players have been eliminated from the side of Exploit, so that's gonna force a little bit of a rebuy coming in from them, which I don't think they'll be happy with. They should have, you know, they should have and would have wanted to win that round with all players surviving and play on for the bonus. But hey, that's a good thing, because S8UL forced in, they can have a good reason to not buy in this round.
Yeah, exactly. Team Exploit, they can take a breather, right? Because, what do they have to lose? The maximum they're going to be giving up are their Spectres, and on the next round, they're going to be coming in with a full buy. And they're just going to be all the happier for it. And look at this, Shooter, he's just going to go in for that initial peak. But it's not going to be revealing or honestly giving him any kills right now. But it doesn't really matter, because we know how good this guy's aim can be right now. Team S8UL, they're a little confused. They don't know which side to hit. HSB peeks out to get a little bit of information and does a lot of damage on Strix. Strix is already down to 24 HP, and Shooter, on the other hand, is going to be picking up the kill on Batman. Strix peeks out, gets that amazing one tap on HSB, who kind of thought that he was going to be getting away with murder, but doesn't really work out. King has an Odin, and Soulmate is going to be peeking out just when that Odin is going to be distracting him. Amazing teamwork from Team X-Play right there. 3v4 situation already, and S8UL on the map of Ascent, they're not being able to understand. Yes, it is the third round and they don't have a proper buy, but you gotta hand it to them, right? Team Exploit, they're doing an amazing job of distracting them and keeping Team S8UL on their toes, right?
Yeah, they are. Look at Soulmate. He's expecting that recon to come in any second. He's just so aware.
30 seconds
it's
left.
beautiful. I love it. This guy, he's been concussed, but that's okay. Still surviving. I'm gonna get the kill. Looking for more. Has a ghost only. Oh, God, Vexy. Beautiful shot. Bings finds another, and Exploit are falling. Shooter still gets the kill though. Dashing in. He's gonna let the plant stick in. It is just 6 HP that this man's surviving on, and that's gonna be taken away from his as well. Shooter gets a third, and it's gonna be another round for Exploit.
Oh no, and on top of that, Universe, they've got so much money now, man. They can go in for a full buy, and even if, I mean, obviously, Team S8UL, they're going to be coming out with their full buy as well, but it's going to be a full buy versus a full buy. At the beginning, honestly, not really that good of a choice coming out from Team S8UL. They really could have managed their economy a little bit better. They went in for a little bit of a risky play, but it didn't pay off in the long run of things, and I feel like they're going to be paying heavily for that down the line.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting, you know, for some... Give me some Odin goes Bird, actually.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Kings picked it up.
Honestly,
the
Universe...
Odin.
Well, listen, this is the same thing that God Vexy does, and I'm very sure he's going to be doing that
he does.
as well. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to love it. But right now, Shooter's pulled out something that we all love. The jet knives. He's going to get concussed, not blinded. He's alive with his full HP, but not anymore. Just as I say it, Ezzy pulls out his Vandal and pulls off his head. Another blind coming in. Binks gets a lot of blinded players, but he's not gonna get kills. Strix is gonna get though. He comes in from the short, finds an easy kill. HSB gets a 2. Looking for a 30. He's looking for HP. Not gonna be able to transfer the spray. Exploit have been left in a 1v3. It's just King.
Spike planted.
Shock Dart not gonna touch anybody, but this Odin might. Just needs to get a better angle. He will see it. Comes down, looks down the wrong direction. God Vexy is waiting for him. It's gonna be a round for S8UL as they put up number 1 on the board and a response. But it's still not gonna happen. Still not gonna matter. You know why? Because that round was almost as good as a bonus for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost as good. Not exactly, but they have to eco in this round, I believe, or at least semi-buy. No, they're gonna force into it.
I mean,
force into it.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, I completely agree with you, man. But here's the thing, right? God Vexy, it's not even that last round, right? He really deserved that God behind his name. He's kind of proud of it, but he deserves to be, man. That guy's aim and game presence is just insane. And all S8UL have to do right now is play a little bit more with each other and get that hang of it, you know, get a hang of the entire team. And it's just gonna be Gucci for them, because right now TEAMXO, they've been playing together for quite a long time from what I've heard. So they're more comfy with each other and they know how they all play. So it's way more comfy for them, and it's just gonna be paying off in the long run. Look at this. God Vexy is gonna be going into that owl drone to get a little bit of information, but he gets a lot of it. But let's see if they're going to be able to utilize it. The Astral Stars have been put down. Smoke has come out, but Darky is aware. Gets that spray down, gets that kill on Bing. And Bing was not expecting that. A really common corner. Darky expected that though, but no, he's still in that smoke, and that is not going to be working out for him. A little bit of a push in comes in from the side of S8UL, but it's still okay because it's Easy who's left out to clutch it. It's a 1v3 right now. Might be possible, but it's a pretty tall order, Universe, if you ask me. And Shooter, he has an operator. If he gets sight of Easy first, he might be able to take him down, but no, he's looking at the wrong angle, and Easy gets the first kill, but he doesn't know that HSB is an aim god himself, and also he doesn't know that there's a killjar right around the corner to take him down. Yeesh, Universe. Team Exploit, with the amount of, you know, strategies they're coming up with, really, they live up to their name. They're exploiting every weakness that S8UL has to offer right now.
Most certainly are picking up different strategies, exploiting them. And this round was a beautiful one from Darky, especially. That first kill was just, you know, all they needed. And he got a second one as well, following up with Batman. And even though he got taken down, the rest of his teammates came in at the perfect time. It was just a beautiful execute. Not letting them getting the plan even. And now Shooter, going in deep, is gonna find an empty B side, but it's gonna be Batman towards mid, who gives away the spike. And that's probably gonna be the end of the round for all we know. Got Vexy. Hold up, saw that breach. Aftershock come in and might just find a kill, and he will. Got Vexy. Gonna go down to Soulmate though. Strix dashes in with his knives. Shooter, he spotted out Ezzy, I feel, but he's not going to be able to take his kill as he ran away. Binks is still alive, and they've got the Rolling Thunder as well. And Ezzy's going to hear all of these players coming towards high mid. Oh, Ezzy. Ezzy, no, this is unfortunate. Ezzy gives up the spike.
Spike down.
All of this because Batman peeked on towards mid and gave away his spike, or else the A side would have been a ground for Bled. Tricks.
What are these two Jets doing on the server, man?
Beautiful kill. What? But the spike's still far away. A player onto A side, a player next to the spike. Drix needs to find success, and that's not going to be
30
easy.
30 seconds left.
He's pinched in. 30 seconds left, and the clock keeps ticking down. 1v2, Strix. We've seen you do this before. But it's only a lot more difficult right now. Oh, the timing! Shooter's been spotted out, and he hears the knives, and he's gonna run away. He knows that Strix has got no time, so he's just gonna fly away to safety.
10 seconds
and
left.
He's gonna win this round out for his team by just staying alive.
Yeah, that's all they have to do right now. I love how much they're respecting the opponents. They're not going to be overextending at all. Strix, he knows that he has to save the gun. They don't really have a lot of economy. They do have enough for a buy, but he still doesn't want to, you know, waste it down the line. That's a good choice, not gonna lie. He knew that that was an unwinnable situation, but can you just explain to me what these two Jets are doing on the server? They're not allowed to be this nutty. Like, Shooter comes out with amazing flicks, and then we have Strix just calmly updrafting and just like bringing out his Blaze Storm, just putting one blade clean through somebody's skull.
I mean, they are trained killers. They're assassins. They're, you know, surgical doctors, if you may, putting the blades through skulls and,
surgical,
you know, just saying, yeah, you're dead. For now, though, Exploit, they need to be a little careful. This A push from S8UL could be dangerous. All 5 of them are here. And now we've got a rotation coming in. HSB gonna be forced off of his position. He's gonna let Strix come in, but here comes a Rolling Thunder. Strix is not gonna be affected by it. As it is, nobody from TE to take it in. Soulmate will find Batman, and I don't know why Batman decided to push in towards that place. But it's happened, and now HSB, with his own Rolling Thunder, is gonna cause a lot of problems. He might be on 13 HP, but he's good enough to cause a big-ass earthquake. And here we go. It's gonna be a huge one as he's caught in the corner, and he gets taken out. He finds another. and Exploit have completely torn apart the side of S8UL.
Okay, like, I know that they were nutty on the map of Bind. I know that they were going in for really good flanks, but this is just nutty, man. Like, how are they even... They're so good with their coordinated attacks. They have, like, a scenario prepared for everything. It's like they've put in so much practice into the entire game. They're like, okay, if this scenario were to ever happen, if S8UL were to get proper control of A side and we knew exactly where they are, you know what, HSB, we have your ultimate. We know when it's going to be popped. And it's like they're seeing and looking into the future. Like, even at that point, I think it was Soulmate, yeah? He was holding down his side and he was expecting that recon dart to come in. What is the game awareness of TEAMXO, man?
Crazy. These guys are so good with their retakes. They're so good with the way they want to take the side. They're so good with not letting even the team come into the side when they don't want them to come in. Beautiful. Another buy comes in for S8UL though, but it's still a little dicey. Half armors across 4 players. Now that recon is gonna allow King to spray down whoever he wants.
Okay.
And Bing,
Spike down.
why did he not take out that recon? He just sat there and ate the bullets like a good little boy. There's nothing he could do. King's just running in. He knows that Batman's hurt and he's hurt bad. And he wants to punish him. God Vexy is gonna find the 1 kill that S8UL needed at this point.
One enemy
But
remaining.
immediately there's another one
Spike
given
down
away.
mid.
Exploit. Ascent has become their home map now. And they are the kings of it.
Honestly, I wouldn't even call it home map. I call it their torture rounds. Like, they're just torturing and giving excruciating pain to S8UL right now. And God Vexy, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He had no idea where everybody's going to be or anybody's going to be in. He finds out the hard way that HSP is right around the corner, right? And that's the thing. They're around every corner. Before you know it, Exploit is there. And how is that possible? Nobody knows. This is magic, man. That's what TEAMXO is all about. But S8UL, like I said, they have a lot to live up to. And I feel like need a little bit more time to get comfy with each other, and they're just gonna be that much better like for it. So this is probably the first time that I'm seeing this entire roster play together. So I'm gonna give them a few more matches, and I'm very sure they're gonna be back on their feet. But right now, the spotlight is being taken by Exploit through and through. King goes in for shock dart. Amazing expectation, amazing prediction. Does a little bit of damage over there on the one pushing in, but let's just see if that damage is going to be giving any advantage. Not much so far by King. He's making it work yet again. Goes in for that spray down with that Odin and gets a kill on Batman. Okay, things are not working out for them at all. Batman down and out of the question. King gets a second one into that Odin. Strix is going to be shutting him down, but it doesn't really matter because Jinx is going nutty. Gets that kill on Darky. Godvix is going to be chiming in with his own Odin. Is like, you're not the only one with that Odin action. I'm going to be coming in with my own 2v2 situation. Super intense right now. HP is low on one end, my bad. It's gonna be low on the side of HSB, but let's see if that is gonna be making that much of a difference. The spike plant has gone in universe. The retake has been set up. Bings, he's eyeing that operator. He's picked it up. Let's see if that's gonna be helping him though. HSB and Soulmate, we know how good these guys are together. They're kind of like the clutch duo, and look at this. The distraction has come in, and HSB has used that to his advantage to take out Bings, and it's all up to Soulmate to take out God Vexy, but it's God Vexy with an Odin. I don't really think that Soulmate can clutch this one out, because I have faith in God Vexy, and I know that he's going to be able to pull it off, and there's 3K for himself, and man, like I said, God Vexy really, really, really deserves the God behind his name. Like, really.
That was really close. If Binks and God Vexy hadn't bought out those first 2 kills onto Shooter and Darky, it would have been game done and dusted. It would have been the 8th round. Thankfully, it's not done just yet. But Exploit, they still have a buy. They still got the operator. They still got the Odin. Everybody's got what they want. But God Vexy is holding his own Odin. As economy is starting to look a little better on the side of S8UL on the back of that round win. Soulmate needs to be careful. Got 4 players on the other side of that smoke. He's gonna just get spotted out. Back down as well, runs back. Fault line, everything being deployed in, and Batman actually finds Soulmate coming in from short. HSB was not covering his teammate, and he loses his life as well. Batman's done more than enough for his team to take care of the A side by themselves now. As they move in, Shooter, he's gonna smoke it off, but he's not gonna be be able to
Spike
escape.
planted.
He does not want to escape. He wants to kill, to be honest. Oh, into the smoke and almost finds the kill onto Binks. But the Rolling Thunder is just going to throw them off. Batman finds another. Flash goes in. Binks. Oh, Binks. He just takes down. I mean, to be honest, he didn't even expect Shooter there. He was looking towards the right. But Shooter misses the no-scope and he comes right in front of his crosshair. And that's going to be a beautifully executed round from the side of S8UL. Binks and Batman were the heroes of that round. Batman in particular, because the first 2 kills that he got were all they needed. Soulmate was, I don't know how he died. HSB were supposed to look in towards the A-short position, but Batman just lurked in, got the kills, and went right back out.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm seeing that synchronization that I was waiting for to come out from the side of S8UL. And I would say it's Binks, Batman, and you know, God Vexy who clutched out that round. But let's see if that's gonna be working out for them again. But no! Right now, Team Exploit, they're gonna be like, no, you've had your fair amount of fun with that, and they're just gonna go in for those kills.
Wow.
And Shooter,
Wow.
he's not gonna be backing
Oh my
down.
God.
Last player
Are you
standing.
kidding me?
Storm that he gets those kills, but look at this! They're extending yet again. They're getting the kills on top of that. It's all the God Vexy right now, but I don't really think that he can manage, man. Shooter is right around the corner with the Blade Storm, and even if God Vexy managed to get 1 kill, which he does, catching HSB off guard. He does have the spike though. He can't go in for that spike plan. And it's gonna be a hard one, and it's gonna be a difficult story to tell for him too. But he peeks out at the right time. He expects that coming in. Man, this guy is reading them through and through. The spike plan is gonna be coming in right now, and he's just whittled them down to 2 players, and he's set it up for a 1v2. But it's gonna be a crossfire coming in. King, he's just so quick on his feet, man. He just sees God Vexy jump for a second, and he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna be flicking onto that head. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be taking that kill and putting up the 8th round onto the board for our team. But yeesh, okay, that was a little bit of
Last
uncoordinated
round in the half.
energy coming out from S8UL, but Team Exploit, they're just, the consistency is just frightening, man.
Yeah, it is honestly. Exploit, a beautiful thrifty round. I mean, those shots, those B pushes were so well planned, so well executed. Shooter just, you know, always on the mark. He's just having a great time today. 11 kills for him, followed by HSB, who's been supporting him throughout. Now, yet again, another B push looks like in the cards.
Oh, no.
Oh, Batman,
no.
that is so unfortunate, my friend. He just wanted to put down the turret and run away. Poor guy, did not expect the push to come in. And now they're going to be playing without the Sentinel. And they've spotted out the spike as well. They know where the spike is.
Okay.
Binks
okay,
is going to be picking it up.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Like that one round in which they went in for a coordinated attack, I feel like they had to sit down and they were like, you know what? Let's do this, and let's make it work. But right now it's back to what they were doing. I don't see the coordination, and they're falling apart. And here we go. HSB, he's gonna be taking easy out with his he's gonna be taking it out with his aftershock, no less. And that's not that comment up aside. And Strix, he's gonna be aftershock. He gets the kill. And Darky, he's right around the corner to get that trade. But bang! It's 2 kills, and he's just gonna be that much happier for it. Tries to go in for the 3rd, but no, Soulmate. He's just too quick, man. He comes out, has that killjoy, and gets that kill on Binks. But do you agree with me? Like, I saw that beautiful sync coming out for S8UL in that one particular round where Batman, you know, the one in which you said that Batman and Binks came out clutch, and I agree, man. Batman just was there at the right time. Binks came in with a proper utility usage. God Vexy with a proper recon dart, and they just so much coordination. But I'm not seeing that often enough. I'm not seeing the utilities being synchronized often enough, but I'm seeing that every round from the side of Team Exploit.
Yeah, it looks like the trades are coming in, right? The trades are coming in from S8UL,
Yeah.
but they're not finishing it off. They're not making it their end game to, you know, completely shut it off. They get a couple of kills and then they're like, okay, we got this. Now what do we do? Because they're trying to play on their feet, and the might just play against them could be a problem. They just need to know how exactly they want to play it out. Because getting a kill does mean getting an advantage, but doesn't necessarily get you the round. Strix with that so low HP, still gonna get a kill. God Vexy adds on. King and Darky find 2 in return. Binks in a good position. He's been spotted out, and Darky just blows his head straight off. And Strix with 13 HP can't do anything. He has to go down, and now Ezzy's been left all alone in a 1v3
Spike planted.
with absolutely no Astra Stars left either. He's just got to play on his aim.
Yeah, and the location has also been given out, so a defender spawn push or a market push is expected. And they're watching both corners, and now the information has gone out. Darky has spotted him out. Now it depends on who's going to be peeking out first and getting the kill, but they're just toying with their victim right now. They both know where he is, but nobody's peeking. Look at this. I feel like they're going to be giving Easy a little bit of hope for pushing it aside, but I don't think it's going to matter because no, Easy. He's just going to be like, yeah, that's too predictable, so I'm just going to be pushing that still. That's no, but Soulmate, he's prepared even for that. This is what I'm talking about. Team Exploit, they're prepared and they have a contingency plan for every possible scenario, and I don't know how that's possible. It's like, honestly, it's like, you know, Doctor Strange, where he sees all the possible futures and he's like, ah, okay, we know what's going to be happening and we know how they're going to be doing it.
Another round. Team Exploit have done a pretty good job so far. It's just 3 more rounds. But those 3 rounds are all that S8UL have put in. Binks is going to try and deny them any way he can, throwing in every bit of utility. But this looks like an almost guaranteed 11th round for the boys from Pakistan. All the rotations have been called in. The door has been broken out, but the plan is going to go down nonetheless. And a 5v5 retake with absolutely no weaponry that's going to allow them to get an advantage has come in now, Queen.
Exactly. No kills so far. HSB has pushed deep into side. He knows exactly where they're going to be coming out of. It's scary how they know everything that is going to be coming at them. But let's see how it's going to be working out, because Team Exploit, they're just raining fire down on S8UL, and in a matter of a few seconds, they've cleared everybody from S8UL out. And oh my god, the synchronization from this team is just nutty. And like I said, it's frightening. It's just scary good, man.
Yeah, it is really good. Wow, Exploit, they have been putting up so much integrity in their gameplay. I love that they're executing everything so well. Everybody's aim is on point. Everybody's execute is on point. The comms are dead near perfect. And as a result, they're looking like they want to put up the match point any second now. They don't have a buy to do it because they're playing on the bonus. They still are going to try. And to try this, they need to get these kills towards A main, where they got Strix and Ezzy both waiting. They're actually going away from here. And that's going to look at the timing of that. They're moving in. Exploit have got the perfect timing for this. Binks is trying to hold on towards B because they think this is B. And look at this, Soulmate finds an opening. Another Darky takes him out. And this might as well be the end of S8UL, ladies and gentlemen. King is on the back lines. He's definitely going to find Batman here, if not anything. Binks goes down. Batman goes down. And Team Exploit have outplayed the side of S8UL in every goddamn way possible. Match point up, and it looks like this is the end.
Yeah, it looks like this is the end indeed. 12-3, and against a team like S8UL, that is no joke, man. And Team Exploit, they've got such a huge statement. Like, they came out with this banner, and they're just got like, they're just going like, we're here to win this out. And honestly, I'm loving the energy so far. And if it's gonna be continuing down the line, I'm waiting for them to go up against the top dogs, because seeing these two teams, like this team going up against the likes of Velocity, it's gonna be amazing, man. But like you said, match point has come into play, and judging based off the way that they've been playing, I don't really think that S8UL can do much. They can probably put up a few more rounds on the board. That's gonna be it, because they're on a hard eco right now. Not even a hard eco, they've got a few guns, but it's not gonna be enough to shut down Team Exploit. Now look at this. Before you know it, they're pushing down at a side, and Shooter has got an amazing aim, and he takes out Batman. Darky, on the other hand, has taken out Strix. Binks is right around the corner to take out that trade, but it's still a 3v4, and the player advantage is still in the hands of Team Exploit, and HSB takes up 2 kills, and it's all up to Easy yet again to clutch out the round. And honestly, I'm not gonna be, you know, this is pretty much game over. He can try his best, he can take down a few kills, but we can't put up a lot of pressure on this poor man. He's gonna try, but he's gonna be killed.
Attackers win.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Dominance. What a dominance from Team Exploit. Beautiful game. The first one looked a lot more closer, but somehow S8UL just slipped. I don't know how, but they just slipped, and that was just, I don't really know. I didn't really expect it from them. I thought Ascend, to be really honest, I really thought Ascend would go in the hands of S8UL. I thought we're gonna see a third map. I thought we're gonna see, you know, S8UL put up a performance that we have not seen from these group of players, but
And
it just didn't happen. 13
Yeah.
to 3 is, we've seen this. This is the second time we're seeing it today, by the way. I saw it earlier where True Rippers put that against M42, but it repeated, and this time it's on Ascent. And we're gonna have to look at the match highlights to see how Exploit really exploited their way, through every single avenue. Because the only time I really thought that, you know, S8UL were giving a competition to them was in the first couple of rounds, right? In the first maybe 10 rounds was where the score I think was, I think it was I don't know, like about 7-3, 7-2. At that point, I thought, okay, you know what, S8UL, they are giving a little bit of competition. They probably could bring it back to a 7-5, but it didn't happen. It went 9-3. They lost both those rounds consecutively, and Exploit just completely dismantled them. And to be honest, I'm not going to take anything away from S8UL. They are a new team. They haven't really been together for that long.
Exactly.
They have a lot more practicing to do, and I believe it, because every time a new team has been formed, it's usual. It's, you know, it's pretty much customary that, you know, you don't really perform to the best of what you actually can do, because you need to still find out what your teammates can do and what you can do surrounding them, what your composition of agents is going to be. How do you make executes happen? What are your lineups? Or do you have a faked, you know, all your different strategies comes in only when you've got, you know, this synergy between your teammates. That comes only with time. So S8UL, they clearly need time, just I think as much as M42 do. And for now, Exploit, their synergy, their chemistry, the way that they play this game has given them a beautiful, beautiful win.
Exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand what universe means is not individual practice. It's just as a team. They got to get a little bit more comfortable. They just got to butter the gears. They just got to oil it and make it work a little more smoothly. Because, you know, we all know how much potential S8UL have. And if they can just, you know, synchronize a little bit more, there's just going to be an unstoppable force, because this is just the beginning of S8UL. They're just making their entry. It's just their debut, man, in Valorant, and there are great things to come. And on top of that, we have names like God, Vexy, and Binks in the team. So honestly, we all are expecting a lot of great things, but it's not going to be happening in this particular matchup. But I'm expecting it to come out in the ones that are going to be coming down. And look at the scorecards right now. HSB, he just knew what was happening at the right time, at the right moment. He peeks out, he goes for those insane utilities, and he's helped out his teammates on so many occasions, right? He comes out with a Rolling Thunder, he comes out with his utilities, he's even got a kill with an aftershock, and that is just, well, for lack of a better term, shocking. And on the other hand, we have S8UL, God Vexy, it's the third time I'm saying this, but he really deserves that God next to his name. He really deserves to be proud of that name, because this guy, the game sense on this guy and the way that he just can solo the entire server is just scary. It's scary good. And he had amazing support from his teammates, but they just have to butter the wheels a little bit more. Like I said, a little bit more practice down the line. And you know what? Just give the entire Season 3 to them, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be that much stronger. And you may never know. They're just going to be coming up onto the top of the scorecards, onto the leaderboard, and we're just going to be waiting for that to happen. But right now, Team Exploit, they're going to be taking the the spotlight, and congratulations to you guys, because you guys played it out so beautifully, and Universe obviously agrees with it, because look at those kills, look at the coordination, look at the synchronization. We've broken down the match highlights for you, and you've seen yet again twice the entire match and the highlights as to how good Team Exploit can be. And they're here with a statement, and the statement is, we're here to win the tournament.
Well, certainly, and they look like they could do it. A great first step taken in that way, as we are going to be looking at the scoreboard now. 13-10 and 13-3. Huge difference in numbers, by the way. And Exploit, they took a little bit of time to settle in, but they did in the second half of the first map, and they carried on that settlement to the second map, where they just dismantled S8UL. And it's okay, though. Honestly, I really think it's okay. It's their first, venture into this. They've had a difficult time. That's okay. This is only where they learn from. It only gets better if not anything from at this point. So let's just have a look at the group standings, though, Quinn, and have an understanding. Yeah. Because it's pretty much straightforward. We know Exploit is right on top over there with True Rippers. And they're going to be on number 2. VALOR on number 3. It's pretty much number 1 for all 3 of them because, well, they've got 2 points each. Got Particles with the 1 loss, but they still have a point. And that is the story of Group 1's first game week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It is going to be everybody played out almost, except for 2 teams, EXO and ROG Academy, who are going to be facing off each other pretty soon, may I add. Probably tomorrow or day after, however we want to see it. But we've got a lot of other matches coming up. For now, though, Exploit have taken the high road. They're going with the victory, and they've got a lot more to face off, by the way. It's not just S8UL that they need to be worried about. They've taken off a big name off their, scratch card, but they still have quite a few names. True Rippers, God Particles, Team Valor, EXO. All of these guys have potential to make it to the playoffs.
Well, you're right. And Team EXO versus RG Academy, that's one that I'm looking forward to. Now, we've seen RG Academy before, and I don't know, they've had a hit and miss run before. So I'm really looking forward to how they've come back, improved, and I'm very sure they have, because they've had so much time, right? They've had Season 2, and they've had Season 1. A few roster changes have come in through here and there, but they come back stronger every time. So that's what I'm expecting. And judging just based off of how they were performing last time, if they're going to be any stronger, they're going to be a force to be reckoned. And Team EXO, they already are a force to be reckoned with, because you've seen them going up against top dogs, and they come up and they always come out on top. So we kind of have a few expectations here and there, but I hope that RG Academy is going to be able to fight back. But that's about it. The entire Season 3 is off to a great and amazing start, man.
Most certainly is, but as good as the start is, everything has to come to an end.
Yep.
And that is the end of today, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got 2 amazing matches that we watched today. If you have missed any of the action, don't worry, we're going to keep putting up highlights of this on our social media handles, Instagram. Go and check it out. Follow us on Instagram. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and hit the notification bell icon as well, because every time we go live with these matches, you're going to get the notification, and you're going to watch your favorite teams participate in the highest esports level possible. Only available at the Tec Gauntlet. It has been a great day. It's been an amazing set of matches that we watched, but we're going to have to take a break and come back tomorrow with a whole new fresh set of matches. A lot of teams trying to fight it out yet again to see if or not Velocity can be dethroned as the reigning champions. They've done it twice. Can they do it again? We're going to have to find out in the weeks to come. But for now, thank you for watching the TEC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial and presented by LG Ultragear. Our apparel partner is 656, and if you want these fan jerseys, you have the description right down there. Go ahead and check out the links and get a jersey for yourself. I'm going to be wearing mine tomorrow for sure when I'm going to be casting, and you can support your team by wearing one yourself as well. But that is the end of our day today. Me and Coin, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back tomorrow. See you all. Happy gaming and good night.